Dr. John Goolsby with the local USDA office joining us on the Valley's Morning News. Dr. Goolsby, welcome back. What is Carrizo cane?
Sergio, Carrizo cane is a really tall grass that sort of looks like sugar cane. That it's not native here. It was originally imported from Spain by the original colonists.
Why was it imported? By accident, or was it some aesthetic type of thing, or
Well,
is it sugary? Can you eat it?
It was a useful plant to them. They used it for roof thatching.
Oh, okay. So that we decided to use other materials to make houses, so now it's growing all over the place. And I understand it grows really, really fast.
It is really a fast-growing plant, and it loves to grow near the river and along ditches where water is available, and it can really dominate those environments.
Why is it so hard to get rid of, Dr. Goolsby?
It has really deep roots, and it's really a competitive here in this environment, but it is difficult to get rid of. But I think we have the answer.
What is that?
We have gone back to Spain. We have a USDA laboratory nearby, and we have identified 3 different insects that are specialists on the cane to keep it in check there along the Spanish Mediterranean coast.
You're going a biological route here.
Yes, sir. The insects are very effective, and they take time to get established and build up populations, but they're beginning to show really good impact here and in northern Mexico.
There's no pesticide that can just kill that stuff right off the bat?
Herbicides can have a temporary effect on the plant, but it grows back, and of course it washes down the river from other locations.
Yeah.
So really, biological is the best for controlling it over a really wide area like the entire Rio Grande Basin.
And is that what the Texas legislature is gearing to right now? Is that what's going to be included in a border security bill?
No.
That's right. They would like to, accelerate the program, between, El Paso and Brownsville on the river,
Yeah.
For border security.
If I could interject, gentlemen, you know what they allocated money for, guys? For 2 salaries. Two people. 2 salaries to, I don't know, assess the problem. We need money to actually eradicate this thing. It would have been more intelligent for Texas lawmakers to actually give you $300,000, go out there with some herbicide or maybe these bugs that you were talking about, and go kill this stuff.
Well, we hope to team up with them. I think that we could do a lot working together.
Well, give them a sickle. Just go out there and start taking this stuff, rip that stuff out of the river. Probably would be a better use of their time. And
did the lawmakers ask you or any of your colleagues to testify, to come up to Austin and testify when they were discussing the border security bill during several different hearings?
They did. I attended the Senate hearing and was able to provide information, to the committee.
Did they listen to you?
They did. They had a lot to comprehend really quickly, but I think the biological control program sounded good and was something new to them.
Okay.
So they need to take some time to think it over, consider it, and wait for a long time.
Let me ask Tim's question differently. Did they do what you recommended, or did they just set aside money for 2 salaries?
Well, they're going to meet with us on June 9th down here and have a look at the river, at the program, what could be accomplished. And
that's after the legislative session is over.
Yeah. Well, they're going to allocate the money for 2 salaries, but let's see what they do with that. Dr. John Goolsby from the USDA office joining us on 710 KURV. He is an expert in Carrizo cane. It is a thirsty type of sugarcane-looking stick. It's on the river. It creates problems for water conservation because it's very thirsty, and, of course, it's an issue when it takes up so much space as well on the river, and, Border Patrol's dealing with this stuff as well. And from this point on, Dr. Goolsby, you're going to be using this insect to try to eat up all the Carrizo cane. Tell us a bit more about this insect that you're applying.
Yeah, the insect, Phil, there's 2 of them that we have established here, and one of them has really done well. It's now established over 558 river miles from Brownsville to Del Rio. And over the past couple of years, especially during the drought, it really works well during the drought because it likes sunny, hot weather. It's removed 2.5 million tons of the cane, along that stretch of the river, which equates to 6,000 acre feet of water, about $4.4 million dollars worth of water conserved every year. And the visibility through the cane has increased from just a few feet to 24 feet.
Well, it improves it. Well, that's a good point, sir. It improves the visibility, but it does not completely eradicate the Carrizo cane, right? Because it only eats the plant; it does not eat the root, right?
Well, we have one that eats the above ground part and one that eats the below ground roots. So we're teaming them up together. They really are both effective working together at weakening the plant, which allows the native trees and grasses to regrow along the river, which are much better.
Yeah, and a good question from my producer, Fred Cruz, and I'm going to ask a little different from what he asked. Is there a chance that after they consume all the Carrizo cane that they might develop a thirst for human blood and start eating us or something like that?
No, Fred, it's completely safe there. They've been tested. They only feed on the cane, not even other related grasses or cane, so they are entirely host-specific, kind of like the boll weevil on cotton.
Yeah, or that little bug that they're trying to get to help us with the Texas the citrus problem that we have, the greening thing that we have.
Exactly right. Yeah, the parasitoids for the psyllid.
All right. Well, Dr. Goolsby, thank you, and we'll keep in touch. Dr. John Goolsby with the USDA office joining us on 710 KURV.